Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Wow, that's how y'all really feel? That's how she really feel about Jay Uso? That's how y'all really feel about Jay Uso? Wow, we. The world is a wonderful place to be. Man, that's tough, man. Why y'all hate Jay Uso so much? I'm gonna give y'all a taste of objectivism in this video because that's what I do on this channel. Hold on, excuse me. This is the WC Saturday Night's Main Event review. All right. I could talk about Jade Cargill and her muscles. I could talk about Dirty Dom being dirty. I definitely can. I could talk about John Cena basically saying he's going to face Edge in his last match. I could talk about Cody Rhodes basically being a heel, and I've been telling you guys that this guy has been a heel for like months and months and months. I don't know why people don't understand it. Cody has been a heel for like a year and a half. Like I don't get it. Like it's him hiding behind the music. He's turned a long time ago. He's the one that attacked Jacob Fatu. I'm just it is what it is, you know. So and I think that Nick Aldis just asked him in storyline casually on Friday, and he just denied it. But he did it. He definitely did it, and blah. But this video right here is me practicing objectivism. Do y'all really think that Jey Uso sucks? I mean, really, or stinks? Do you think that he stinks? I think that he had a great match. I think he had a great match with CM Punk, who is the new world heavyweight champion. All right. Now, I know Triple H has been under fire for a lot of his creative decisions, even his creative decision of hiring an AI writer or somebody that works with AI to write the scripting for the WWE. Like, even with all those things being considered, you can see that they're trying. They had to do something about, Seth Rollins being hurt. They put the championship on Punk and, basically de facto. Um, and for all intents and purposes, seems like the right move, right? I mean, they should be able to tell a lot of stories with Punk, right? Nah, nah. Like I'm not feeling it. And I thought I would. I thought I would feel it. Like it's just like I'm gonna tell y'all like this, and this is no dig at Phil, right? Because I think that Phil is a way above average wrestler. I think that he's a great person deep down inside, even though he's had his douchebag moments. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think that Phil's a pretty cool dude for real. I think that I think he's accepted his role as a locker room leader. I think that he's embraced it. You don't hear a whole lot of bad things about Punk, but you hear enough about him to be like, yo, like this guy really is buying his own shit. But the thing about Punk being the champion at this stage in his career, this has to be like one of his last main runs. You understand what I'm trying to say? This has to be it. Okay? I don't see Punk losing this championship until WrestleMania. Okay? From what you hear, it's not going to be Rollins. Rollins should probably be out for at least a year. He's probably going to be out at least a year, probably longer than that. Okay? So don't look for Rollins for a while. All right? Rollins might pull a miraculous and show up in the Royal Rumble, but I highly doubt that. Okay, I don't think that that'll happen. I think the Royal Rumble after this Royal Rumble, you can look for Seth. All right, then people will start murmuring about when Seth coming back. All right, so we're talking about two Royal Rumbles away. This one and then the next one for Seth. That's how long he's probably going to be out. All right, if they play it right with all of his past injuries, that's when he should come back. But you have to look at like really the big picture here. Like we're talking about storylines and storytelling with people like Punk, bro. They have to be able to tell the stories, bro. You understand what I'm trying to say? And if they can't tell the stories, then people like me are gonna come and we're gonna say, hey, this is trash. Now, this is an opportunity for them to pass the torch. They can give Punk a nice run and then pass the torch on to Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. I think that the WWE, listen to what I'm saying, guys. I think that the WWE Having Braun Breaker win the championship at a WrestleMania is pivotal to the future of their company. All right, it's pivotal, and it has to be at Mania. It can't be at Royal Rumble. Can't be at the Survivor Series because you're looking at the next program for Punk. That's what you're looking for. That's what we do as people that watch the product and follow the product or cover the product. We look for potential opponents and storylines that they could tell. Punk can work with damn near anybody on the Raw roster and put them over. Okay, that's a great thing. He doesn't need to put over Braun Breaker. Breaker is already over by himself. He's just being held back. All right. The WWE have to tell a story of domination with Braun Breaker and CM Punk. They have to do it. They have to do it a la Brock Lesnar versus Cena at SummerSlam a few years ago. They have to have Braun Breaker destroy CM Punk on the biggest stage possible. They have to do this. Okay? They got to do this. There is no other path for the WWE besides putting the championship on Braun Breaker. That's the guy that has to have the championship. That's the reason why he wasn't in the Battle Royal. All right. They made up some type of BS story to keep him out of the Battle Royal because they wanted to keep him strong. Braun Breaker should win that Royal Rumble. Okay? He should win the Royal Rumble coming up. But you know the WWE. All right? The WWE is infamous for fumbling the bag. Okay? They're very infamous for fumbling the bag. They could have somebody like Sami Zayn win the Royal Rumble. I think isn't this Royal Rumble coming up supposed to be in Saudi? This Royal Rumble is supposed to be in Saudi, and then the following WrestleMania is supposed to be in Saudi too, right? So they're going to have a Saudi Arabia Royal Rumble in which they could do Sami Zayn. So you could be looking at Sami Zayn being in that championship match instead of Breaker, which is a big freaking mistake. It's a huge mistake. Okay? We're talking about marquee, big names. It has to be Punk. Okay? It has to be Punk and Breaker. That's what it has to be. All right? We go back to Jey Uso. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. Like, I just gave y'all the Punk storyline predictions or where they're probably going to go with it. They know what they're doing, which I'm pretty sure Heyman and those guys know what they're doing. They fumbled the ball and they missed an opportunity with Jey Uso. You'd be like, what are you talking about? Like, the internet hates him. He gets a great reaction in the arena, but that doesn't necessarily translate to what people are saying online. It's like two different things. Like, not everybody's on the same page like they are with LA Knight. Like, everybody is looking at LA Knight and saying, when are they going to take this guy serious? The guy is damn near CM Punk age. Like, when are they going to give the guy a title reign? Are they going to give him a title reign? They gave him a title reign. They gave him a title reign with the U.S. title. And he did not move the needle. I'm going to be real with y'all. He got the championship. They gave him a test run with the U.S. title, and he didn't move the needle. Or they would have put that championship on him immediately. I'm telling y'all right now, if he had moved the needle with that U.S. title, he went from U.S. title to world championship. I don't think the people saw that. I saw it. I saw the reactions. I saw the matches. I didn't like it. And I'm pretty sure the WWE didn't like it either. So they didn't put the championship on him. That's what happened to CM Punk, but LA Knight. With Jey Uso, they could have introduced The Rock back in the situation, had him be the corporate champion. They could have had Reigns come in there and do something to turn him. Like, Reigns didn't even have to really give him the nod of approval to turn. Like, he could have just turned because of something. They could have had Jimmy Uso come out there and help him win the championship, and they both turned. They could have done a bunch of things here. It's lost potential. I think that people are ready to boo Jey Uso, and they missed an opportunity here. I don't know why the WWE didn't pull the trigger on this, but I understand why they didn't pull the trigger on this because they have to set up Punk versus Breaker. That's where they're going. All right. If you've been spoiled on that, too bad. Am I an insider? Probably. Okay. That's what the people backstage have been telling me, that it's probably going to be Punk versus Breaker after the adjusting, because they was going to be Seth versus Breaker. And the plan was for them to turn Breaker into a monster heel and then turn Seth into this big face. That's what they were trying to do. So basically, Punk is assuming that face role, and they're altering the story so Punk could be the natural big face because he's been playing the big face for months now. And then they're having Breaker, because they're afraid that Breaker's going to be cheered at WrestleMania. And yes, he will be cheered. He will be loudly cheered at WrestleMania. Will Punk be cheered at WrestleMania? Yeah, he'll be cheered too. So it's basically going to be a face versus face reaction. The crowd's going to love it, and then Punk's going to do the right thing. And he's gonna give the keys to the castle to Braun Breaker where it freaking belongs. Okay, you got Hangman Page and AEW with the championship, and Braun Breaker needs to be the champion of the WWE. Needs to be the World Heavyweight Champion or the WWE Champion. I don't know if they're going to do the story with Cody. I don't think they'll do it. It doesn't make any sense. They're going to do the story with Punk. They got Heyman there. There's a whole dynamic there. He's the next big thing. And I can't wait for them to tell that specific story, folks. It's like they have to tell a story. And I'm pretty sure Heyman's behind it. So it should be good. But I don't know. But just getting to past this segment of the video, they missed an opportunity with Jey Uso. They really did, and I didn't necessarily like it, but I understand why they're doing it. Okay, back to Punk. Punk is old. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you he's old, and they're putting the championship on him is an opportunity for them to put a young guy over, and it has to be Braun Breaker. It's Braun Breaker, and I'm not gonna hold my tongue about it. If they do the Saudi Royal Rumble, right? Saudi Arabia Royal Rumble, and Sami Zayn wins that match, the WWE is going in the wrong direction. I'm not saying that I hate Sami Zayn. I love Sami. Nobody works harder than Sami Zayn, okay? But at the same time, bro, like the WWE has a problem, and they're not putting over the younger talent. You'd be like, okay, so earlier in the week I said, hey, you need to put the championship on Nikki Bella, all right? And Nikki Bella she's up there, like she's getting up there. I'm not saying she dusty and no shit like that, but she looks great for her age. It's similar to when Trish Stratus came back a few years ago and did her little run, right? Where she's competent long enough to be in the ring, which is great. All right, but they could do short-term storyline telling to get another act over. They can use a Nikki Bella because she's competent to get somebody over fully. That's what they should be doing with Punk. All right, I don't want to see Punk versus Lesnar. I don't want to see Punk versus Rhodes. I don't want to see Punk versus fill in the blank. It has to be Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. That's how far along we're looking right now. We're looking into April now. Okay, that's how long that Punk is going to be the champion, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't be shocked. He's going to have his championship matches against your Bronson Reeds. He's gonna face off against fill in the blank on Monday Night Raw. He's going to give a couple of guys a chance, as he should, as the champion. These guys have to be willing to put other guys over, and Punk is the guy that's going to make guys look great and put them over, make them look strong, while still establishing himself as the champion, dominant champion. So when Braun Breaker goes in there and does what he does, it pushes the company forward. Like, that's one thing that the WWE has a problem with. The WWE has a major problem with ageism in their company. They got some old ass dudes at the top, and they need to get younger quick. Like, Cody is not no young dude. Punk is definitely not no young dude. All right, they need to start pushing these guys in their 20s, bro. Get Trick Williams up there and make him U.S. champion. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, they're doing the right thing with Dominic Mysterio. He's the young guy, and you're not like, and hold on. Isn't Dom like what? How old is Dom? He's like in his 30s, right? He's like 29, 28. He's not pictured here, but he retained his championship tonight. I think I mentioned that. Like, they're doing the right thing with Dominic. They really are. And they need to do that with the rest of their roster. I want to talk about the championship picture and how it's lacking some black men, but I'll do that for another video. I want to be real with y'all. I don't like the fact that you got your non-stop cycles of your CM Punks, and somebody say, oh, isn't Jey Uso black? No, he's Samoan, bro. He's Samoan. He's not black. They might adapt black culture, but they are Samoan. All right. And so people might say that the lineage is somewhat connected to a specific degree. A sort of kind of is, but in a lot of ways it's not, because their principles don't align with ours. So, and that's no disrespect. It's just saying that when I bring up the topic of such of conversation, that I want people to understand that there is a specific difference between the two. Like, I don't want to go on and babble for a long time in this video. For real, I don't want to do that. Whole purpose of this video is to tell you about CM Punk winning the championship and the ramifications of what has to happen, or the things that has to happen. These are the trickle down effects of stuff that has to happen because him winning the championship. And then you have Jey Uso here. You have Jey Uso being like a potential heel turn being left on the table for Jey Uso. Them just missing the ball with this and just not pulling the trigger on that. But I understand why they didn't do that, because they're trying to tell a specific story with CM Punk. All right. But this Punk story has to end with Bron Breakker being the champion. It has to be that. If there's one, like I said, I'll end the video somewhat on this because I just got done saying it. If there's one thing that AEW has an advantage of over WWE right now, it's young champions that you're looking forward to seeing. I look forward to seeing Hangman Adam Page. I look forward to seeing Orange Cassidy. I know he's been around. I look forward to seeing the Darby Allin. I know he's been around. I look forward to seeing those guys. I really do. That's the reason why I tune in to AEW every week, because I want to see what they're doing. I look forward to seeing the MJF, even though he's not really a great wrestler. He's a great talent, but he's not necessarily the greatest wrestler. But I look forward to seeing those guys, and I look forward to seeing Bron Breakker every week. I really do. He's like one of the top wrestlers. I'm looking forward to seeing him, because you know that it's in his blood, bro. Pro wrestling is in that guy's blood, and I love it. You understand? I don't care what Bron Breakker is doing, bro. I don't care if he's a heel, a face. I don't care if he says that I don't care if he says that because my whole town says we stink. Like this woman said this to Jey Uso. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, whatever Bron Breakker is doing, I'm behind it, because it's in his lineage, and he's young enough to the point where he should be able to carry the freaking company, bro. They need to put the championship on Bron Breakker, and they need to make a big freaking deal out of it. So let me know what you guys feel down below. It's the WC, man. Get this video into the algorithm. I gave y'all some minutes and stuff. I talked about Saturday night's main event. Gave y'all some nuggets. I would put up a picture of Kathy Kelly. She dressed like Rhea Ripley. Oh my goodness. Only thing that she was missing was the tattoos. I mean, she sort of kind of nailed it, you know. But hopefully y'all had a safe, happy Halloween. Make sure that y'all check y'all candy and everything. I'll leave a video on this because I know I said I was going to leave 5 minutes ago, but I'm going to say this. I don't hate Phil. Okay? I don't hate Phil. I'm glad that he's the champion finally. I know that AJ's supposed to be coming back. I think that her next appearance is supposed to be at the Royal Rumble. Don't hold me to that. Like, that's what they told me. That's what people told me, that her next real appearance was going to be at Royal Rumble, that she might make an appearance at the NY show that's coming up in a few weeks in December. But creatively, I understand if this championship and putting the championship on Punk leads to them using Punk to catapult a young star into stardom, like what they said with John Cena, the whole open challenge thing, the tournament thing that they're doing with John Cena. Like, that's what they need to do with Punk. The next guy that beats Punk has to be the guy that is the future of the company. And from where I stand, it's Bron Breakker. All right. So let me know how you guys feel down below. It's a WC. You know I love y'all, man. I'm going to go silent for a few seconds because I might edit this, but then again, I might not. All right. Until next time, you guys take care of yourselves and each other.